Hello, this is doing Bonsai with HM. We're out on an absolutely beautiful summer day. Very different from the past months, where I'm going to show you all my new start in bonsai. This is a fairly new hobby I've been doing. Just gotten into it, been given some cuttings by some friends. And this is actually a apple tree, Honeycrisp apple tree, that I've started from seed in this little pot. Now I do my own mix of 1-to-1 akadama, pumice, and pine bark. This pot has cuttings from I think multiple tropical plants, but I forget the type of tree. And I'm currently treating it, if you can see the little holes, I'm currently treating it for caterpillars. There's caterpillars underneath the soil, and so I've been treating it. And this is a juniper. It has very soft leaves, needles. It has very soft needles. Now if we go take a look over here, you can see that there's actually this little tiny pine tree that's been starting to grow. Needles are really soft so far. It's just been growing out of the rock. I don't know how a seed got there, but it did. If you just go over the rocks. Yep, it goes all the way down. So I'm thinking about leave it alone this year, and then sometime dig it up and put it in a pot, and I don't know, maybe turn it into a little cascade. But it's just a start. Now you don't need a lot of money to start bonsai. I should know. For a first start, you might get a pot like this, which only cost me like $4 a piece at a hardware store. This was a gift. This one was actually expensive, but I saved up to get it, so I actually had the money for it. And my first piece is this. This little plant is just a Honeycrisp seed that you can get any sort of Honeycrisp or even any sort of apple from the supermarket, and it will work just the same. And so, yeah, apple probably only a couple dollars. If you want to get some of this akadama, it is expensive, I will say, because it needs to be imported. Pumice, usually not that expensive, especially wood chips. These dried pine bark chips only cost about $2 for an entire pack. And you know, sometimes you're going to rely on the kindness of others. These cuttings I didn't buy, they were just given to me. The only thing that I had to get for this was, of course, the pot, and even this pot was a gift. So you can do that, but for your first, you could just start from a seed. Now, the only drawback I can think of from growing bonsai from seed is that it will take a long time. This tree, I'm expecting to grow up for about 3 years before I even do a styling. Maybe I will do it in 2 years or even next year, but that's a big if. A lot of it is not knowing. But this little Honeycrisp is growing very well. If you look at the top there, I don't know if I can get a good look at it, but the leaves are growing branches and stuff, and yeah. But something that will not cost a lot of time is cuttings. Now, cuttings can grow for 3 years and be a relatively finished tree because the trunk is already partially grown. and the most time-consuming part is just getting it to root. Now, the whole point of this is partially boredom, partially just documentation of my bonsai trees so I could look back, and just sharing it, just random stuff. For example, a stick that kind of looks like a gun. Hell yeah.